Hi everyone, praise the gods because I got 2 weeks off of work and that means nail time. So I got my nail form and I stuck it underneath. I don't have that footage because I move around a lot. So I just basically pinched the nail form to the size that I want it to be. I went to a 2. You have 1, 2, 3, and 4. I went 2. That's pretty long for me. And I just grabbed a big bead of acrylic and placed it on the middle of the nail towards the free edge and pat it down. You want to place the bead, pat it down, remove the brush, wipe your brush and let it flow for a couple of seconds, and then you can pat it into place, working along as you go. This particular nail form is really easy. You can follow the guidelines as you can see. And well, basically I always was a mess using nail forms, but this makes it really easy. And then you just build the nail to get the overall shape and thickness. When sculpting out a stiletto nail by hand, meaning you use a nail form and not a tip, I always start by the middle and move towards the free edge and then do the nail bed. The reason being why I do this, if I do it the other way around, my nail will be too thick and bulky and I would make a huge mess. You can all fix that, but it's too much work for me. Then when the nail bed has been done, I applied a little bit more of that acrylic just to make sure that the nail is nice and strong. I then always do the cuticle area last because you never know how much product will run into it, and I don't know, it's just easier for me this way. I don't have any footage of me filing it because, you know, always out of frame. I really apologize for that. But anywho, when everything has been filed, I applied a gold mix to the middle finger, keeping it really thin, and especially near the cuticle because that's where you get the most lifting, and feather it down towards the free edge. If you have to, you can always add a little bit more, doing stroking motions to keep it thin, and that should do it. Then for the ring finger I used a red glitter and just basically did the same. If the glitter in the cuticle area isn't as it's supposed to be, you can always go around it with your brush and then add a little bit more to get an even coverage. Then you want to encapsulate the glitter, because if you don't and you start filing to get any possible lumps or bumps out, you will file away the glitter. For these two accent fingers, I like my acrylic to be a little bit more wet so I can keep it as thin as possible and move the product around where I need it to be, and eventually maybe take off some things that are too much on them. And then just in case, you have to file the nail to get it really smooth. then on the bare nails, I painted on this Oxblood kind of color. And this is a gel polish by Madame Glam. And I did one layer and then cured it. And while the one is curing, I moved on to the next nail. You won't believe how happy I really am that I have 2 weeks off and I'll be able to wear my long nails again. I went a little bit longer than I intentionally wanted, but who cares, right? I also did the thumb. I don't have any footage of that, but when the first layer has been cured, I applied a second layer. So when that second layer has been cured, I used a no wipe top gel. This is by Bioseaweedgel, and I applied it on the pinky and let it cure, and then I moved on to the next nail. And then for the middle finger, I used a stamping plate by MoYou London in the Roxy Collection #1. And that stamp just barely fit the stamper, so it was a nice fit. And then when that's done, you apply the top gel and cure that for 2 minutes. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!